So, good morning, Winter Solstice Day 2024. I was looking at these videos I made yesterday on the spa day, on my birthday, and I look a bit washed out actually. But I reckon it was the roundabouts in Milton Keynes that finished me off really. There has to be more roundabouts in Milton Keynes than any other place in the universe. But none of them are magic roundabouts, but it's quite a trial and tribulation getting through them all to get to your destination. But if anybody knows of any other place that has got more roundabouts than Milton Keynes, they should contact MK Council, and I'm sure they would build a few more just to make sure they're still top of the pile there. So I was in the other two videos I was talking about 2024 and kind of reflecting on it, and I think I should say that 2024 built up a head of steam. It came good in the end for me. I did 6 ballroom dancing exams and I got honours in them, and I won the dance club sweep for Strictly. I picked the winning ticket. Chris McCausland, I think his name was. He was a blind man and he was extraordinary. Everybody was impressed by him and he was a worthy winner, so I got the prize. And I won a raffle, so that was another thing. Yeah, I went to see some nice gigs at the local venue where I do a bit of work. I was remembering, and Damian Lewis came there. It wasn't on my radar, but I just almost by accident was at his performance, and I thought he was really good. And one of his songs struck me apart. I mean, his stories were very good about his career and his acting career in Hollywood. And he was he was in that Quentin Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a really excellent film. But one of his songs, I think it's "She Comes." Oh God. Yeah, she comes. Something about a ghost, I think. Yeah, she ghosts about. Must have gone off kilter. So ghosts. Where was I? Yeah, and the other one, then Jericho. I was talking about that. When I think about it, it was a bit. I feel like I was almost seeing that there was the singer Mark was occupied by an alien spirit. You know, when I was talking about his this entity that came off the stage, which seemed to bear no resemblance to the man on stage, and almost thinking about the film being John Malkovich, but it's probably absolutely not. There's no comparison with this. But where this man is occupied by, about 100 people who use him as a sort of time, spatial, temporal portal to come in and out to live their lives. It's a very strange film, but that's not got anything to do with that man's thing at all. But I thought they were great then, Jericho. Probably the best gig of the year, actually. And I would go and see them again. It's a great venue, that, in the upstairs of the O2. Seems to have such a big sound for such a small space. What else did I do? In the latter part of this year, I got into Yellowstone, that sort of epic drama, and it's with it's all about a ranch in Montana, and a family that sort of has a heritage who set up there in the 1800s and right up to their sort of warfare and to survive in the 21st century it is, isn't it? And yeah, I thought that was it's really great. I made it right up to the part 5.5, so I'm just waiting on the last installment to come out. But there was one scene where where the main character, John Dutton, the ranch owner, the head of the family, he just feels out of kilter with the rest of the world, trying to preserve the way of life and not allow the ethos of his ranching to be invaded by the 21st century and modern weekend day trippers and holiday trippers. But anyway, he says the world is nowadays is run by cowards with coward rules, and there was another bit to that piece of dialogue. But I think he is absolute he probably, I don't know if he believes that himself, the actor. Just can't quite think of his name right now. He's a great actor. The world, I think nowadays is really, I find it, in all parts of my life, that if you're trying to do anything that's true, you're up against people who compromise and or just don't do the right thing at the right time, and they're not prepared to give blood for it. They just take the easy way out because they just haven't got any moral or personal courage, spiritual courage, and it's sad. I don't know how it's all going to turn out, but I think the people who do believe, the believers who have faith, the spirit of life, the things that it wants us to do, I hope they do prevail because it's a hard slog and it causes a lot of depression for people who feel out of kilter with everybody else. And yeah, that's it. That was a great story. So I was looking online last night for 2025 for my rodeo holiday. So not so much rodeo holiday, but looking for ranches in America that I could go to. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I don't think it's entirely inconsistent with the whole cowboy thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up now because I've got to vacate my room and might load this up. So I hope the sound quality is a bit better than it was in the other videos. I had a couple of lovely swims in the pool. And I think I feel more invigorated now after those. It's just when you're busy working, things like going for a swim just kind of gets put to the side and procrastinating on it. And I always feel better when I've been for a swim, despite all the other physical activities that I do, dancing and stuff like that. I think it's really important to do things that you do for yourself, and it makes you feel good about yourself, and I've always been careful to preserve that. So, looking forward to the new year. Should all acquaintance be forgotten, all that. And happy Christmas, and hopefully have a few good laughs next year. And thank you to life for what it gave me this year. Bye bye. Oh, it's still going. Just noticed that Guns N' Roses are coming next year. They're doing gigs again in my favourite bands. And I don't know if I'll go, but I think it was nice of them to come back. They've obviously taken a liking to the UK. I think they got a good reception here, so they're doing the rounds. Maybe they'll come to Oxford. Who knows? I doubt it, but there you go. Maybe they'll come for a visit. Okay, bye then.